Hello, my name is Doris and I am Little Bird Products. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you're new, and thank you for joining. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and then you get notified every time I post a new video, and it also really helps the channel. It's very interesting how I can have 1,000 people watch a video, and when I look at the percentage that have subscribed, it's such a small percentage. So it really does help. You just need to get a login to Google, and that'll let you subscribe if you're wondering, why you can't. And then leave comments. That helps the channel too, and I sure do appreciate them. It encourages me. It's people cheering me on or giving me feedback, and I really do appreciate that. This is my midweek update. And I do these more to keep me on track and also keep you informed and get some feedback on questions that I have. And yes, my hair does match my glasses. I'm getting ready for what has been consuming my life for the last couple of weeks, and that's my first WhatNot show, and that's a live selling show. And if you're not sure what WhatNot is, download the app. Start watching a few of the live channels, and it's a live selling platform. And in my other videos recently, I think I've told you that my sewing protege, my friend, the House of Upcycle, has been helping me, and we're going to do this show jointly. And it's Friday at 7 o'clock Central Time, so please tune in. You don't have to buy anything. Just stop in, wave, and say hi so that we know that somebody's joined us, and that really helps. Otherwise, I'll just be talking to the air. But that's okay because I'm used to talking to the air. Really, WhatNot has been consuming my life, doing research, making sure that I know what to do, and even if I don't know what to do, how I can recover from what I don't know on Friday. So that's what I have been doing, but I also have made 2 new tops, and I really love this one. In fact, I'm torn. I want to keep it for myself. I had this really cute shirt, and it was a small, and of course, we all know smalls don't fit me. And what I did was I had this really lightweight, let's see if I can pull the sleeve around, plaid shirt, and it is very, very lightweight. It's see-through. And what I did is I took the sleeves off of it, made pockets, and then also widened the side. So this now fits me, and it'll fit very comfortably a 2X, probably up to a 3X. Anyway, I am loving it. And what I wanted to show you also was, show you how I dumped my mannequin on the floor. The shirt in the back, I also made it. It is a high-low shirt. It's really cute too. Oh, it's beautiful. Not cute, beautiful. Anyway, I've been working on that, and I took a few notes here. I've also been working a lot on my tomatoes, and I learned some more new things about tomatoes yesterday, more than you'd probably ever want to know. But what I did plant was heirloom tomatoes, and now they are well over 6 feet tall. Yes, that's 6 feet tall. And since I have raised beds, and my beds are a little over 2 feet, that means that my tomatoes are over 8 feet in the air. So I do have a step stool. I have to be careful about climbing on things because I don't want to fall and break anything. So in order to trim the suckers off of the tomatoes, which I have to do with heirloom tomato plants, you have to keep out there, keep pinching them back. And I haven't been doing a very good job of that because my friend, Mr. Tomato, came yesterday, and it was a little embarrassing because I thought I'd been doing a good job of trimming those suckers, and he showed me where some of those branches that I thought were beautiful and green should really have been trimmed off a long time ago. So I have to go buy a little pair of scissors that are very sharp and get some alcohol to wipe them off after, and I have to be out there trimming my darn tomato plants. So that's going to keep me busy. I need to spend an hour or 2 in the garden every morning to get those back in shape. And then I'm sure they'll be 10 feet tall by the time they finish producing. But that's kind of fun. That's the fun of having a garden. And the other thing that I am working on this week, I'm still, and this is a fun, really, well, all my stuff is fun for me. But I think I showed you last week I did a little tutorial on my scrap busting project, making pockets. Well, I really love the pockets. They're like works of art. But the only problem with them is they're a little stiff. And so on a lot of my flowy things, I don't want to put a stiff pocket on them. They'd be all right for a sweatshirt or jacket. So I want to perfect those and stuff less fabric in them, have them still turn out as beautiful, but have them end up being a little more lighter weight and flexible so I can use them on all of my tops, even my lightweight tops. So that is primarily what I'm going to be working on this week, except I really would like to get 2 more shirts made, and I have some really pretty aqua blue and teal colored shirts out. And of course, that is one of my favorite colors, as you can tell. So I'd like to get 2 more of those made, and I might auction those off at my WhatNot show. Or maybe I'll bite the bullet and put them in my Etsy shop so I have a little more activity on the Etsy shop. It depends on how beautiful they turn out and how focused I can be on that. And I'd like to go through my chenille, my vintage chenille, and make a couple of more kimono jackets because I've sold a few of those and I'm getting low on stock in my Etsy store. So I don't plan on selling those on WhatNot. They're a little more of a specialty and they are one-of-a-kind items and they're a little more expensive. So for now, they won't be on WhatNot, as most of my stuff won't be on WhatNot. I'm making things that are more specialized towards what I hope to have be my WhatNot audience. So we'll see how that goes. Make sure you mark your calendars and follow me on WhatNot. As I said, if you're not sure what the platform is, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that talk about WhatNot, and it is a simple app to use, and it's kind of fun to watch. I mean, even if you don't buy anything, and you don't really have to buy anything, and you don't need to sign up to buy anything to watch a show, and it would be fun to have you join me there. So that's Friday, 7 o'clock, Texas time, May 22nd. And I plan on keeping that as a regular time for my shows, and I'd like to add another show during the middle of the week. Let me know, if you would, in your comments, if you will watch WhatNot, what time of the day and what day of the week would be better for you to watch a WhatNot show. That'll help me decide when to schedule it, because I'd sure like to have you join me there so you can see some of the things that I'm making and some of the things that I'm selling on there and how it's going for me. And I appreciate all of your support. I did get some comments from people about my scrap busting project last week and about needle felting. And I will probably in a couple weeks, after I get used to the rhythm of WhatNot and I can focus a little more, I'll be doing a video on needle felting. And I will include in that video some links, if you're really interested in it, in some other YouTube videos about needle felting. It just is, to me, it's amazing what they're doing with needle felting. And when I think of felting, it's kind of a little misnomer, but what it really does is it create new fabrics out of your scraps. And my little contribution to that is what I've been doing with the scrap busting, where you don't need the special needle felting attachment for your machine, and you can actually use those scraps, especially if you have a serger for those little tails, that you come off, not the thread tails necessarily, but the little pieces of fabric that your serger trims off. Those work beautifully for what I did last week. And it's very simple. You don't have to have there's nothing really extra, and you can use your regular sewing machine to do that. So I'd encourage you to watch last week's, the Sunday video. And if you're ever wondering what to do with your scraps, that's kind of a fun thing to do. And you don't need to make just pockets out of it. You could use it for larger pieces of material, or you could make that pocket size and then do a patchwork. Although I am trying to get it down, and I'll let you know on Sunday how successful I am in getting it down to being a little more lightweight piece of material, because I think that'd be fun to do that and have I could call them make little tops and maybe make the ruffles on the bottom or something and call them patches and use them out of all of my scrappy patches. or help me, tell me in the comments what you think I should name those things if I make a top and it's out of scraps and put them in the patches. So a catchy name for my scrappy patches, scrappy patch shirts, whatever. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll let you know how I have accomplished getting through my list. And of course, I'll have to give you a tomato update. And I'll see you on Sunday. Well, hopefully I'll see you on Friday at the WhatNot show. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you. Bye.